never felt that, come on, yeah. Never felt that, come on, yeah. When I never felt that, come on, yeah. You gotta get up.
Oh, Jenner howls and Bell the owls and Munt says pour it on. The drums go bang, the cymbals clang from Maine to Oregon. And Hick and Loopa toodles the flute as victims take the stand. The sweetest music ever heard is Joe McCarthy's band. Toodly-doo.
Homer, what the hell are you doing now? Risking my life to save people I hate for reasons I don't quite understand. Gotta go.
Oh, but I'll never say it off the Senate floor. Now,
he's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot. Comes from upbringing. His parents are probably idiots too. Lorraine, you ever have a kid who acts that way? I'll disown you.
Quiet when you're out to catch a spy. When I started chasing communists, I claimed 205. And then I swore 'twas 81 to keep the thing alive. Then 57 varieties of reds and pinks galore. They're climbing on the ceiling and they're creeping on the floor. Toodly-doo.
Pronounced Huac.
Toodly-doo. Just try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never say it all.
I'm a politician, which means I'm a cheat and a liar. And when I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops.
USA. I'd rather chase a headline than a commie any day. I've called them red, I've called them pink, and everything between. But the fact is that I'm colorblind. I can't tell red from green. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never say it off the Senate floor. Oh, my name is Joe McCarthy, I'm communist, I claimed 205. And then I swore 'twas 81 to keep the thing alive. Then 57...
That is such a lie!
...and pinks galore. They're climbing on the ceiling and they're creeping on the floor. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Just try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never say it.
You dirty double-crossing rat!
Well, I'm the biggest headline chaser in the USA. I'd rather chase a headline than a commie any day. I've called them red, I've called them pink, and everything between. But the fact is that I'm colorblind. I can't tell red from green.
I must dream of a brilliant master strategy, ingenious, daring.
Try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never say it off the Senate floor.
Where is it, man? Where is it, man? I'm an innocent man. Don't need blood. And toys. For tots.
I love to play McCarthy Symphony. Oh, Jenner howls and Bell the owls and Munt says pour it on. The drums go bang, the cymbals clang from Maine to Oregon. And Hick and Loopa toodles the flute as victims take the stand. The sweetest music ever.
Used to be my homie, used to be my ace. Now I wanna slap that taste out your mouth.
Toodly-doo. Just try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never say it off the Senate floor. Now I'm the best investigator in the Senate Hall. Who cares about the evidence? I use a crystal ball. I've taught J. Edgar Hoover.
Jello box was cut in two, and it was the old spy. Each group or each person had half of it, and when they met in Arizona, they could match them together and realize that's my contact.
7 varieties of reds and pinks galore. They're climbing on the ceiling and they're creeping on the floor.
Does it rhyme with nuclear?
Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Just try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never say it off the Senate floor.
All right, Project Renona, he was guilty, but they couldn't actually use the evidence to prove that because then it would tip off that we had broken the Russian code. So they faked evidence to find his guilt. She was not necessarily involved, but they sentenced her to die before him, thinking he would come forward and admit to it. He didn't, and we executed her anyway.
Oh, my name is Joe
Damn crying shame. You can't trust anybody anymore.
in the concert hall, but on the witness stand, I have the finest orchestra in Washington, D.C. And night and day I love to play McCarthy's symphony. Oh, Jenner howls and Bell owls and Muntz has poured on. The drums go bang, the cymbals
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
as victims take the stand. The sweetest music ever heard is Joe McCarthy's band. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Just try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never, never, never say it off the Senate floor. Now I'm the best investigator in the Senate hall. Who cares about the evidence? I use a crystal ball.
When I rule the earth, you will be the first on my list.
You're out to catch a spy. When I started chasing communists, I claimed 205.
Anybody that questioned him ended up on the list.
Pinks galore. They're climbing on the ceiling and they're creeping on the floor. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Just try to sue.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Never say it off the Senate floor. Well, I'm the biggest headline chaser in the USA. I'd rather chase a headline than a commie any day. I've called him red, I've called him pink, and everything between. But the fact is that I'm colorblind. I can't tell red from green. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo.
Oh, for crying out loud, what's wrong with this doohickey thingamajig thing here?
Oh, my name is Joe McCarthy. I'm the leader of the band. I don't.
No! You must not read from the book!
I have the finest orchestra in Washington, D.C. And night and day I love to play McCarthy's symphony. Oh, Jenner howls and Bell owls and Muntz has poured on. The drums go bang, the cymbals clang from Maine to Oregon. And Hickenlooper toodles the flute as victims take the stand.
We try to remember we're a military organization.
Heard is Joe McCarthy's band. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Just try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never, never, never say it off the Senate floor. Down the floor. Now I'm the best investigator in the Senate hall. Who cares about the evidence? I use a crystal ball. I've taught J. Edgar Hoover and his Boy Scout FBI that proof is not required when you're out to catch a spy. When I started chasing communists, I claimed 205. And then I swore 'twas 81 to keep the thing alive. Then 57...
Intercontinental ballistic missile.
Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never...
There will be a recap assignment over this video, so pay attention.
Well, I'm the biggest headline chaser.
He did what we all must learn to do. You and you and you and you. Duck and cover.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover. First, you'll have to know what happens when an atomic bomb explodes. You will know when it comes. We hope it never comes, but we must get ready. It looks something like this. There is a bright flash, brighter than the sun, brighter than anything you've ever seen. If you are not ready and did not know what to do, it could hurt you in different ways. It could knock you down hard or throw you against a tree or a wall. It is such a big explosion, it can smash in buildings and knock signboards over and break windows all over town. But if you duck and cover like Bert, you will be much safer. You know how bad sunburn can feel. The atomic bomb flash could burn you worse than a terrible sunburn, especially where you're not covered. First, you duck, and then you cover. And very tightly, you cover the back of your neck and your face. Duck and cover underneath a table or desk or anything else close by. This is what to do if you should be in a corridor. You duck and cover tight against the wall this way. Remember to keep your face, the back of your neck, covered tightly. Try to fall away from windows or doors with glass in them. Then, if the glass breaks and flies through the air, it won't cut you. It's a bomb. Duck and cover. Paul and Patty know what to do. Paul covered the back of his head so that he wouldn't be burned, and Patty covered herself with the coat she was carrying. They knew how to duck and cover. Tony knows the bomb can explode any time of the year, day or night. He is ready for it. Duck and cover. Atta boy, Tony. That flash means act fast. Tony knows that it helps to get to any kind of cover. This wall was close by, so that's where he ducked and covered. Duck and cover. This family knows what to do, just as your own family should. They know that even a thin cloth helps protect them. Even a newspaper can save you from a bad burn. But the most important thing of all is to duck and cover yourself, especially where your clothes do not cover you. But there might not be any grown-ups around when the bomb explodes. Then, you're on your own.
Remember what to do, friends. Now tell me right out loud. What are you supposed to do when you see the flash?
Flute as victims take the stand. The sweetest music ever heard is Joe McCarthy's band. Toodly-doo. Try to sue. Toodly-doo. Just try to sue. Toodly-doo. I'll tell you more, but I'll never, never, never say it off the Senate.